Well, hey there. Someone's right on time for a spooky, scary Sunday. How you doing? I am gonna have a great time today. I love spooky, scary Sunday. Do you? I just think that it's, such a de-stressor. I had to deal with some things earlier. I don't want to get into it. The police might show up, but we don't have to worry about that. Right now, Spooky Scary Sunday is the only thing that I care about. And if anyone gets in the way of my Spooky Scary Sunday, but not you. You're my friend. You're my friend, right? I like having friends. Let's get to the videos. So if you don't know what Spooky Scary Sunday is, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you just found my channel. In which case, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell. And if you are subscribed and you haven't hit the bell, then go ahead and hit the bell. If you're not subscribed, then subscribe and hit the bell. If you are subscribed and you don't know what Spooky Scary Sunday is, that is a transgression of which I cannot forgive. Oh, you just found my channel. Well, let me explain. Spooky Scary Sunday is a show where every Sunday we gather our entire samurai community, our little tribe or whatever, 6 million strong. Thank you guys. We all get together and we watch scary videos sent in by you guys via Twitter using the hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday. Go to Twitter, you follow me at CoryxKenshin. I mean, if you haven't done so already. You hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday and then you leave a link to the scariest video that you know. And if I pick your tweet, you get a shout out, boss. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Go ahead and get you some Tostinos, pizza rolls, maybe some tamales, and I don't know, Mountain Dew. And with all that being said, first video. First story is called I Used to Work the Graveyard Shift at Dunkin' Donuts. Yo, this sounds crazy already. You see they had to change it from Dunkin' Donuts to Durkin' Donuts. Got this story from Mohid, all the samurai. Take a step to the right, move. It's me and Mohid right now. How you doing, my fellow? Mohid? How you doing? You doing all right? Thanks for sending the story in.
I used to work the graveyard shift at a Dunkin' Donuts. For those of you who don't know what a Dunkin' Donuts is, it's basically a donut chain that sells coffee, breakfast items, and of course, donuts.
This animation's so good.
This brings me to a little over a month ago when our location was recently selected to become 24 hours. A lot of other establishments would maintain a 24-hour drive-through window, but ours was fully open.
Dang.
I'll be honest, it was interesting to see the new types of customers who would come in during these hours. We of course had the hipsters and goths who had nothing better to do at 3 a.m. than to sit in a coffee shop drinking 1 cup for an hour.
What's it look
There
like?
were the occasional overworked businessmen and interns, trying desperately to finish that last-minute presentation. A couple weeks ago, I had encountered a new type of customer, though he is very difficult to describe. Have you ever met someone that makes you nervous for some unknown reason?
Yeah.
Well, at around 2:30 a.m., a man walked in with a large overcoat, with the collar pulled up, and a black beanie on his head. What struck me as odd first was the lack of people in our lobby. Normally at this time, we'd have the goths huddled in the corner cursing the system or something. But the entire store was empty aside from this man, myself, and my manager who was in the back. Probably sleeping or something. After
hey.
this person walked in, I thought it had to be a homeless man, trying to escape the cold and possibly seek out a hot cup of pity.
Homeless man.
But then I saw his face.
You too well
He was somewhat
dressed.
gaunt, but cleanly shaven. His eyes had dark circles around them as if he were tired, but he seemed quite energized. He then walked up to the counter. At that moment, I realized how tall this guy was.
Dang.
Like Kobe tall. I asked him what he would like to order. He just stared straight ahead as if he were zoning out.
Hello.
I repeated my question a bit louder. He only said one word. Coffee.
Okay. I got you.
The man, then leaned down and looked me in the eye and asked me if I was alone.
No.
I told him I wasn't, that my manager was in the back room. He then pulled out a few crumpled up dollar bills, handed it to me, and then walked back out of the door without taking his coffee with him.
What the freak?
As soon as he left the building, I felt this intense atmosphere lift up from around me. I quickly rushed to the back and told my manager about the whole situation, to which he told me to put the man's money aside in case he comes back for it. The next night, everything was back to normal. The usual...
Yo, tell me this doesn't look like, Steven Universe. Look like, Garnet or Sapphire. I don't know them characters.
Customers sat in their respective seats, sipping their coffee. While I was keeping myself busy and mopping the floor, I couldn't help but think about the interaction I had last night.
Oh.
That's when I happened to look out of our front window.
Bro, what do you want?
And I saw him. He was
Your
standing
coffee
across
is on the
street under
counter.
a streetlight. He was just standing there, staring at me. I turned to see if my manager was behind the counter, and when I looked back, he was gone.
Oh, this guy.
At that point, I was starting to feel unnerved. My last night working there was the worst by far. And also the reason I quit. I had arrived to work and relieved the people working before me. That's when I received a call from my manager telling me that he had a family emergency and would be a few hours late.
Oh, great.
I was upset, but there wasn't much I could do, so I just said all right. After 3 uneventful hours of me cleaning the same racks over and over again to keep my mind off things, I glanced out of the window once more.
Yep. You
what
know
I
who
saw
that
made
is?
my blood turn to ice.
You know who it is? Oh my
Man was
God!
standing on the other side of the window. He was grinning at me with a sinister smile that caused my body to seize up. Right away, I pulled out my cell phone and called the police. While my phone was ringing, the man did something strange. Without peeling his eyes from the glass, he pulled out a cell phone from his pocket. I watched him carefully as he began to type something into the phone without even looking at it.
Look at him!
At that moment, my phone buzzed, notifying me of a text. The message said, "Now you're alone."
Oh! So that guy got to the boss, killed him presumably, and took his phone, and then texted the guy off of the... Yo. This next one is called Abduction Horror Story, and it was uploaded by our good friend Mama Arts. This was sent to us by Victor, who said, "Good to have you back, Corey. Hey Victor, while I have you, did you slice that like button? Victor, I don't want to hear that. Oh snap.
My name is Josh Roberts, and it's been a year since I was abducted.
What?
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was walking home from school. It was about 6 p.m. and there was a full moon and a chill in the air. I stepped off the bus, and for the first time, someone else got off with me. I'd never seen this new kid at school before. I could hear footsteps behind me. I took a quick glance and saw the kid walking at a brisk pace.
Let me help y'all out, alright? Because I done been in this situation before. You walking somewhere and somebody is a little too close behind you. So here's what you do. I'm giving y'all life tips. This is exactly what you do. Walking, right? You take your phone out. You act like it went off. So you walking. You notice somebody behind you, right? You're like, hey, man, he kind of close. Act like your phone going off. Hey, hello? And then when you pick up, you just... Yeah, hello? Yeah, I got a bad signal. Dude, I'm right at the corner. Oh, I see you. I'm just giving y'all tips. Otherwise, you could just turn around and put your paws up. That's not a bad option either. Turn around. Hey, what you want? Huh? And then if they really didn't want anything, then the worst thing that happened is you just yelled at a stranger. But if they there for something else, you better be stronger than me, boy. And you're not. You ain't about to kidnap me my same height and weight. Man, Shaq couldn't kidnap me. I'm biting your ear.
I thought he was following me, so I took a left, which wasn't my usual route. I looked around again and saw him take the same left.
See?
My heart started pumping and
Turn
my
around
legs
and check
started
'em.
shaking at the sound of the footsteps as they got louder and faster.
For real?
I then panicked and started running.
No, don't
I
run.
remembered a shortcut in the nearby forest to my neighborhood,
Check them.
so I ran as fast as my legs could carry me. Hey kid, wait up!
No!
Heavy voice from behind me. I tried
Leave
my
me
hardest
alone!
not to stumble on the logs and boulders in my path. I could hear the sound of sticks and leaves being broken by some fast, heavy footsteps. My legs started throbbing as the adrenaline wore off, so I took a detour towards a playground. I stopped to catch my breath, looking around for somewhere to hide. Then it went silent. I was doubtful that I lost him. I took my phone out to call the police when I spotted a local news article. Caution, there is a suspicious man on the loose.
Oh
He escaped
my
the local prison and
goodness.
assaulted an officer. Beware, he may look like a teen, but he is in his 20s. If you see him, call 911 immediately and lock your door. My mind started rushing with thoughts. I started to panic. All of a sudden, someone started choking
Look
me
at
with their
this!
arm. I tried to fight back, but they were so strong, I didn't stand a chance. My feelings of hope began to diminish as I slowly blacked out.
Wouldn't have called me like that.
I awoke to find myself in a dark, damp room that looked like a basement. The floor was hard and cold. There were no windows, but there was a staircase and a bathroom. I tried to move, but I was tied up with a thick rope. Yeah, I got him. How much was the deal? 200? Listen, you gotta do a little better than that. Okay, fine. You'd better bring the right amount, or you'll be tied up like that kid. What?
Dang.
Are they selling me?
Oh yeah.
The guy sounded mad and anxious
to bust
with
it wide
whomever he
open
was
for
talking
somebody.
to. Right after he hung up, he opened the door and walked down the stairs with an evil smile. Let go of me! I exclaimed as he taunted me. My arms started to fall asleep due to the tightness of the rope. He came closer to me and I spat in his face. He looked.
Savage mode. One thing I was about to say, if somebody kidnap you and they don't have a mask on, you're probably gonna die. 'Cause they ain't about to let you walk up out of there with their identity. Your best option is some sort of sneak attack.
At me in sheer rage.
Oh!
Then the doorbell rang, followed by pounding on the door. The guy grabbed some tape and shut me up before I could scream for help. He
Lick it.
slowly backed off,
Get that off
signaling me to keep quiet, and ran towards the front door.
Man, I'm licking
I
it.
looked around, trying to see what I could use to untie these ropes. I spotted a rusty, sharp edge sticking out of the wall.
Be careful.
This was my one hope. I successfully
tetanus.
got up and tried with all my might to reach it. As I was trying to cut the rope from my hands, I could hear the commotion upstairs getting heated. I managed to free myself from the ropes when I heard the front door slam.
Let's go.
The silence was terrifying.
Get the
I was
roof
frozen in fear. Footsteps started coming towards the door. I choked and shuffled back to my original position, arms behind my back, wrists tightly locked together.
off. Sneak attack.
Now where were we? Said the man. He
Sneak
walked
attack.
towards me, grabbed my ankles, and started dragging me when the phone rang. He dropped me instantly and charged upstairs. I wasn't going to lose this opportunity. I untied my feet, grabbed the
Yep.
closest thing to me, and hid
Yep.
behind some boxes. Now where did you go? He said as he stampeded
Smack you
down
in
the
the front of the
stairs.
head.
I heard him getting closer to where I was hiding. I bolted up from behind the boxes and saw him checking the bathroom. As he walked out, I struck him over the head with a pole. He stumbled and fell to the floor.
I'm hitting him again.
Red pooled around his head. I ran upstairs and out the front door. I stumbled my way to the closest house, screaming. A woman thankfully opened the door. She was shocked and fearful when she saw me. The police were called and I was rushed into the hospital. They're still looking for that man, even to this day.
This first one's pretty short, first of all, but also it is Quaker's Oats, uploaded by Pilot Red Sun. Now this was sent to us by Crafty Kid Nico, and he said he thought long and hard on what to send. Nico, I appreciate you for sending this in. Thanks for following directions. All the other samurai, I'm not talking to y'all right now. I don't like this.
Time to rise and shine. You deserve an oat of the highest caliber. Won't you try my wheat?
No,
Get some grains, friend.
no.
My barley is top of the shelf. I'm a man of my word.
What the freak are we watching? What is that? You what, mate? Alright guys, so this first one is called Fishing Stories Animated. Now, Llama Arts, I'm a big fan. I'ma just say this. So there's no misunderstandings, nothing's getting misconstrued, alright? Your link's down in the description. Llama Arts said that they like my videos, so let's get it. Daryl's Pond. Oh, is that the name of the story? Okay. We'll rock with it.
There used to be a pond about half a mile away from my old house that I would commonly go fishing in. It was nicknamed Daryl's Pond. I still have no idea who Daryl was or why it was called that, but nobody owned it, so people would once in a blue moon go fishing there as well.
Okay.
It was usually me by myself though. I had dug a pole into the ground where I would tie a noose to and from my small kayak. I'd say it was about 3 in the afternoon when I rowed out to the middle of the pond. The sweet spot for getting a decent catch.
Like,
There was
relaxing.
another person coming out from the trees.
Oh,
I waved
heck
at him
no!
and gave him
Okay, I'm not gonna be pausing it today, but is that John Scare Spectre?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
coming out from the trees. I waved at him and gave him a smile. He hopped into a small boat floating by the edge of the pond and began to row over to me.
For real?
As he got close enough where trying to speak to him wouldn't come off as obnoxious, I gave him a friendly, "Perfect day, isn't it?" "Yes, absolutely," he said.
I
He
don't
didn't
trust
say
him.
anything after that, and I started to feel a bit awkward, as if I were obligated to keep some kind of conversation rolling now.
I hate that feeling.
"So, you come out here to throw some lines?" I asked. "No, I don't actually fish."
What the freak are you doing out here?
"Well, it's never a bad day to relax on the pond," I said. He continued to row closer to me until his boat collided with mine, creating a big thud.
Are you
I was
serious?
genuinely uncomfortable now.
Yo, look at his face. This big old pond out here. And you just want to roll? It's like when dudes go in the bathroom. It's like 50 stalls. You go to one random one, you know, somewhere down the side. And then somebody come in and come to the stall right next to you. It's all this room in here.
I didn't feel threatened, just weirded out.
Nah,
I was only
get away
24
from
years
me.
old. This guy looked like he was late 40s or 50s. There was an awkward silence. I tried to just act like I was focused on trying to make a catch, but
No.
by now that wasn't even on my
I'm
mind.
getting out the...
This guy was weird. I didn't know what he wanted, and I was uncomfortable being so close to him. I felt him looking at me, or at least in my direction, as I faced halfway to the opposite direction of him. I took a quick glance to my right. Yeah, he was staring at me. I
Hey, what you doing over there? Catching a little fish? Hey, that...
decided to be ballsy and lock eye contact with him. After about 4 seconds, he looked away.
Nah,
"So,
nah.
where are you from?" I asked him.
Why is he trying to talk to him?
"Up there." He pointed behind himself, in the direction of the woodsy hill leading past the dirt road. "Oh, you live by Suffolk?" I asked. No, I'm not," he said.
Where do you live?
"What made you decide to come out here?" I said. "Why not?" I continued to try and uncomfortably fill the awkward silences that kept coming up.
Leave.
His responses were dry. He didn't contribute anything to what was barely a conversation.
Trying to talk to your crush. Hey, how you doing, girl? Okay.
They're not doing anything, with half a smile on his face, looking either at me or in my general direction throughout. I was creeped out. My heart was racing at this point.
Leave!
Go as far as saying that I was nervous for my life. We were surrounded by trees in all directions in the middle of the pond.
Dude.
I started to row a bit closer to land,
Yeah,
but in a
there you
very
go.
low-key kind of way, trying
Yay.
to play it off as me just trying to find a better spot to find some fish.
Don't follow me, dude.
I was horrified when I saw he was following me.
Oh my god!
"What a great day, huh?" I felt a shake in my voice. I got close enough to the edge of the pond where I finally told the man I think I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
I turned to see his reaction. He was still staring at me, but his smile was gone now.
What do you want?
I can't let you leave, he said.
Oh, no.
He lifted his flannel to expose a handgun sticking out of his jeans pocket. As soon as I could process what I was looking at, I dove out of the boat for land, ran a whole half mile uphill through the woods back to my house, and locked every door and window as soon as I made it home. I pulled down the blinds to the dining room window, leaving it open just a crack for peeking outside undetected. It started to get dark out, and I left every light in the house off, still peeking out to the front yard, making sure I wasn't followed.
Nah, I'm going
The
to a
time came
hotel.
when I finally decided I wasn't followed. I realize now, like you, that not calling the police immediately was a huge mistake.
Oh.
I kept my bedroom windows open to let the room air out. My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window. About half an hour after shutting the light and falling under the covers, I heard the sound of leaves crunching from outside.
No! He found your house?!
I sat up to hear it more clearly. It was definitely something walking around out there. Normally I would assume it was a deer or a bear, but after what just happened, I would...
Y'all know what time it is, right? Don't look at me confused. Y'all know what time it is. My man is outside the window. It's only one thing I can do. It's only one thing I can do. Hey, you want to be outside my window? That's cool. That's cool. I got something for you. I got something for you. You want to be outside my window? You about to get this buckshot, baby boy. Now what you trying to do? I'm telling you, y'all think I be playing over here? Let somebody.
Still in paranoia mode. I sat up as still as a statue, except for my shaking out of fear, waiting as the sounds of the steps stopped. Hey buddy, you up there? Are you trying to sleep? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. I felt like 100 pounds just fell directly onto my chest. It was the same voice. I knew it right away.
He's playing
I didn't make a
games with
sound.
him.
I crept out of the room quietly downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed the phone, practically crawling on my way out to avoid being seen through the open blinds. I called 911 like I should have earlier in the temporary safety of my bedroom. I made sure to whisper into the phone, as I was still hoping that he hadn't yet heard or spotted me. 20 minutes felt like an hour as I sat behind my bed, waiting for the police to arrive in constant fear that I would hear glass breaking from downstairs, or a thud on the back door, or even just a voice again from down below my window outside. The police did a thorough investigation of the property in nearby woods, turning up nothing. They
Dang.
suggested I stay with a friend or a family member for a few days.
You gotta
and
move.
So I did.
You gotta move now.
I never heard from or saw the man again. But I
Uh-huh.
still moved a month later. I couldn't deal with the constant fear and paranoia of being watched through my windows.
Thank you for
I feel
having
much
common
more
sense.
comfortable fishing out by the bay now.
Did he get killed by something else? Yo, that story was lit. A little bite-sized video. It's called Send This to Your Friends and See Who Gets Scared by Lights Are Off. This was sent to us by Maria Boleyn, who said, love your videos and love you. This channel makes scary, creepy animation shorts. Let me know if you get spooked. Well, you're about to see that for yourself, huh? Happy Spooky Scary Sunday or whatever weekday you post. Again, much love. So you had to throw in that, or whatever weekday. Had to throw in that little shot to the Shogun, you know? A little passive-aggressive, little nudge, huh? But you think that's funny? Y'all think y'all so clever down there. Spooky Scary Someday. You might as well just call it in. You might as well somebody slice that like button. How about that, huh? Yeah, matter of fact, why don't y'all run that up? Let me get 300 Ks down there. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it! Why you don't keep opening the door? Ah! Oh! It's on the side! Oh! Oh my gosh! Are you? You not threatening my manhood like that. Get up in my face, huh? It's too much screaming, dude. It's too much screaming. I know y'all saw when he was in the corner like these. I don't know how long Spooky Scary Sundays videos are gonna be. This is just the first episode of the series, alright? If y'all want a weekly, Spooky Scary Sundays, like button down there. This last story is called Babysitting Stories Animated.
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend.
Hey.
His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly asleep, while I was in the living room watching a movie. I got a knock at the door.
What the frick is you watching?
And looked at the clock. It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it. Not even 10 seconds later.
Oh my god! Could you imagine it being like midnight? And then somebody just at your freaking front door like...
I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily... 10 seconds later... I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like...
How many doors is out there?
Stop. I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Oh my god!
I fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here. I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived. They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped.
What?
I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now.
Oh my gosh, where are they? Oh!
I heard the sound of glass shattering from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak as I realized they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house. I had to run to get Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him. Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs.
Oh my god.
I covered Matthew's mouth with my hand as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet reached the outside of his bedroom door. There was more than one person. They came inside.
No.
There weren't many places to hide in this room.
Oh my god.
So sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Aw, shit." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down.
The police got there in about a hot 7 seconds. Let that have been Detroit, Michigan. Good luck. We'll be there in about 45 minutes.
Stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
5? Oh, this one is creepy. Why, his name is Maxie. I already know. Now, the first video of this week is called King of Mukbang, and it was uploaded by Meat Canyon. Now, this was sent to us by Yoke, who said, this isn't exactly scary, but made me really uncomfortable, especially the end. But I mean, it's a Meat Canyon video. We all about to get uncomfortable.
Ooh, doesn't this look good?
Ew.
Oh, it got on my shirt. Ah!
Why does that guy do that? I don't watch the guy. I know his name is Nikado, Avocado, something like that. I've seen the memes of him dropping food and he's...
Ooh, doesn't this look good? Oh, it got on my shirt.
Alright, last pause. Notice he ate that food without even stopping talking. He said, doesn't this look good? Like, he just kept...
Ooh, doesn't this look good?
How do you do that?
Oh, it got on my shirt. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm out of food.
No, you're not. What?
And it's your fault.
Huh?
Ooh, look at this though. That's tasty. And I know all you trolls come to my channel and tell me to eat healthy food, But then if I eat healthy food, no one watches the video. So I'm just gonna do what I've always done, and I'm gonna eat these spicy tacos. Thank you so much for watching,
I mean, I kind of got mixed feelings about that, but I'll save it at the end.
and I'll be back tomorrow to eat more Taco Bell and Takis.
Wow. Oh boy. We got the gold play button though. Right? It's worth it, right?
We need to retake this photo.
Wait, which one?
The one where we went to Florida a couple years back. It was such a nice time.
Wait, huh? What?
Did we ever get more cheese at the store? I need it for a video. Gonna try and record 2 more today. If I keep uploading at this rate, we'll be able to get that house we were looking at.
Wow.
Who knows? Maybe we can even get matching G-Wagons.
What's happening? What? Why's everything melting?
No. What's happening?
I'm confused. Huh? This is a problem. It's like an episode of the Twilight Zone.
Touch me!
Whatever he touches! Oh!
No, Arlen, no!
The wall. The wall. What? This is crazy. This music is like so epic. I feel like I'm watching a real movie right now. Shout out me, Kenyon, bro. What? Oh, you're done, Zo. And then he ate it. Dang. I feel like that was like there's like a lesson in there somewhere. Nikado avocado. Listen, bro. You don't know me, and to be frank, I don't really know you. But human to human, take care of yourself, bro. The video presented your motivations for doing all of this as like money, play button, G-Wagon, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's really why you do what you do. I understand things get crazy, you get a big following on the internet, you feel pressure, you got expectations. I live this life. Beyond all of this internet persona, YouTuber, beyond all of this, you got you. And just as another guy on the internet, take care of you. You can still get views without I mean, it's funny. Yeah, it is. But you should never feel like you have to kill yourself in order to get views. First one of this week is called Unlucky Charms, and it was uploaded by Chris E.T. Something's Awry. Lucky Charms is one of the most goated cereals of all time, and one of my personal favorites. Now, this one was sent to us by Chase, who said, "Me and my friends love watching your videos, and I would like you to see this one." Well, Chase, shout out you and your friends. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning in for the monthly episodes of Spooky Scary Sunday. Let's get it. Ooh, 3D animated.
Nice try, Leprechaun. No magic munchos for you.
Hey.
Magic munchos, part of a complete
Magic Munchos? I don't know what that is, but they stealing Lucky's whole flow.
Part of a complete breakfast. Introducing the Wee Folk Challenge. Find all 3 of the Leprechaun's friends in boxes of Magic Munchos and win the big prize.
Among the Magic Munchos every day, and your Magic Munch your troubles away.
Bro, why you wasting it like that? And is it worth money? Like, gotta be worth some money. Why else would he do that? Hello?
Tongues of his kin. At last, the cage opens.
Uh-oh.
They folk go hunting.
Uh-oh.
Man's world again.
This is kind of crazy. I will be leaving the premises. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Where's your phone? Call the police. Oh boy. Oh boy. Y'all been noticing they like got the real snack names like Cheetos? Y'all can do that? Hold on. $1.99? What the? Oh boy. Alright. Just give him a pot of gold. Nah, you ain't gonna make that door, Chief. You gonna have to throw something at him. There we go. Distraction. Why would you throw it towards the door, dude? This is tense. Come on, man. Oh! He got him with that quick scope headshot too. All right. Them marshmallows be tasting so good too. I don't think he's Oh boy. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is insanely scary. He's trapped in a sunken place. Next one is called True McDonald's Night Shift Horror Story, and it was uploaded by Horror Shorts Party. Hey, what's good, Horror Shorts? Now, this was sent to us by Central Bios 92, who said it will be a big mistake to work any night shift at McDonald's. Hey, you don't gotta worry about that, unless my YouTube go down the drain. Then you might see your boy serving up Happy Meals after hours. What? Horror Shorts Party? Hey, they make some really good ones. We watched that Deep Web one.
This happened to me when I was working at McDonald's. My boss assigned a schedule amongst our staff. I was unfortunately scheduled for the night shift on Fridays. I didn't usually mind, as we didn't get a whole lot of business around this time of night. My boss was pretty laid back, and didn't mind if I went on my phone during business hours.
That's dope.
So long as I got all my work done.
Hey.
I remember dozing off repeatedly due to the fact that I wasn't fully acclimated with the night shift hours. Psst. That's when I heard someone making a psst sound. The kind of sound you make when you try to draw someone's attention. I notice a customer trying to make an order outside, so I quickly greet them with my usual, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" I then heard a man say, "One Whopper, please. Yes, I would like one Whopper."
Sir, welcome to McDonald's, home of the Big Mac. That's like working at Panda Express and somebody walk up and ask for a taco.
"Whopper, please?" I couldn't tell if he was being a smartass or not, so I ended up saying, "This isn't Burger King, sir. We don't serve that here."
Right.
I heard him chuckling profusely after I said that.
What's funny? Go to Burger King.
I quickly checked the security camera, only to see a clown. The clown
Ronald?
was standing in front of the drive-thru menu without a car. It's not Halloween. Why the hell is this guy dressed up like that? I really didn't want to serve this guy, so I decided to use our company policy as a plausible excuse for him to exit the premises. "Hi, sir. Unfortunately, you need to be in a vehicle in order to purchase something here." "If you don't have a Whopper, I'll take a Baconator instead."
Oh, you think you at Wendy's,
I now
huh?
could tell this guy was some random psycho harassing me. I instinctively yelled, "Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!" I cautiously stick my...
This voice actor, same as in that deep web story. He got the most energy, dude.
"Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!" I cautiously stick my head out the window, only to see the clown no longer there. A couple hours later, near the end of my shift, I notify my boss and fellow employees regarding the situation. They all dismiss my accusations by saying ignorant things like,
When your little sibling comes into your room.
"Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!"
Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay.
A couple hours later, near the end of my shift, I notify my boss and fellow employees regarding the situation. They all dismiss my accusations by saying ignorant things like, "Did you get his autograph?" Or,
Wow.
"It was probably some guy that thought it was Halloween." I annoyingly pretend to be amused and head home. The following Friday, it was my time to work the night shift again.
No.
I really dreaded working this shift, especially after what transpired that day. I tried to convince myself that it would be highly unlikely that I'd encounter that clown again.
Please.
As time went on, I remember dozing off as I get startled by
always
another
going to sleep.
sound. I urgently check the security camera, but don't see anyone present.
Oh no, he's
At
inside.
this point, I genuinely thought I was hearing things due to my subconscious mind thinking about the clown. My paranoia must have been at the peak of its height. That's when I turn my head towards the drive-thru window, only to see the clown staring dead at me.
Ew.
"If you don't make me a Big Mac, I will kill you."
You got money?
My heart sank to my stomach. The clown knew my name! I immediately grabbed my cell phone to call the cops, but my hands were trembling so much that I actually wasn't capable of dialing anything. The clown started screaming my name, Trevor, repeatedly. "Trevor, Trevor, Trevor, I am not loving it! Trevor, 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 Trevor!" I see blood dripping down from his head. I started shouting from the top of my lungs, "Leave me alone or I will call the cops!" The clown runs away as another car approaches the drive-thru lot. I stupidly resume work and...
Yeah, imagine. After all of that, leave me alone before I call the cops! Hi, welcome to McDonald's. How may I help you?
wait for my boss to come in. Upon his arrival, I explain the entire situation to him. He then dismisses me by saying, "Don't sweat it, kid. It was probably some drunk. You can go home now." As he was talking, I noticed a cut on his forehead.
What?
I could even see blood start to drip from it. No. It can't be. "Goodbye, Trevor." No!
Now this first one is called Sleep Tight and it was uploaded by Meat Canyon. Y'all know who that is from last week. Now this was sent to us by Potato Chip. I'm not kidding. A potato chip. An actual potato chip sent this in. So thank you, Mr. Potato Chip. I'm sure you taste delicious. Pause on that. Just looking at them, like Meat Canyon's art, it's just like
Mommy,
look at the teeth.
where do we go when we sleep?
Well, you stay right here, sweetie.
No, I mean, when we close our eyes and have dreams.
I'm not sure where we go, Jeremiah.
Okay.
There will be a night when there are no more dreams. When you gasp for air.
Okay, Mommy, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Oh, but the air won't come, Jeremiah. You choke and grab hold of anything near you tightly, so tight, because you know this is the point.
Okay, I'm ready for night-night now.
Right.
This is the point where the roller coaster goes over that hill, and you're afraid, aren't you?
Very.
Well,
Very.
pray that this night is not your night, son.
Yo. Oh my.
Oh, but Jeremiah, don't ever forget. That hill is just on the horizon, and one day you will have to walk that mighty hill.
Mommy, are we going to Bryce's birthday party tomorrow, Mama? Sweet Mommy?
Of course, sweetheart. Sleep tight, my little angel.
Oh! I was looking at that. Yo, Meat Canyon is fire! Now this next one, get this. Title is Creepy AF. I received a creepy package and found something horrifying inside. Now this was uploaded by Stephen B. Now this was sent to us by Snitch, who said, check your mailbox. So, Snitch, are we about to have a problem? You better not put in my mailbox, Snitch.
My neighbor is one of those annoying wannabe YouTubers. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another crazy video. The Cinnamon Challenge.
I feel personally attacked right now. It's a little offended. That's all. But I'm not an annoying YouTuber, guys. Am I?
Yeah.
Take it back.
Let's go! Are you getting this? It can get tiring to watch him go about his shenanigans in the pursuit of viral fame. So when he knocked on my door the other day, he told me he was going away for a few weeks and asked that I get his mail. Honestly, it was a relief.
Are you gonna pay me?
I was afraid his stunts would wind up bleeding over into my life. Things were pretty normal for the first couple of days.
Okay.
He received a few bills, a bit of spam, and from what I could assume was a birthday card. And then, one evening, I got home to find a cardboard box waiting on his front porch, and in big letters was written, "Return to sender." Now I'm no small fry, but I admit I had trouble lifting the box on my own.
Is he paying
really
you?
freaking heavy. Getting it across the road to my house was even harder. I decided I'd leave his package in my garage.
Bruh.
It wasn't like I kept my car in
Bruh! I already know what time it is. It's heavy, huh? Big old box. What y'all think in that box, huh? I'm gonna give you one guess. A whole man is inside of that box. If I'm right, you gotta slice the like button. Done deal.
It was because my garage door refused to open without a good thug and a whack. It was when I kicked the door
That
again when I
fixed.
walked in that I lost my grip on the package and it fell to the ground and I heard a light crack inside. I hope I hadn't broken anything important, but figured
I know my dude in that box. You spray. Spray in the box. Alright. As soon as he fall asleep, I'm coming out of his box and kill.
didn't tell my neighbor about it and let him assume that the break happened en route. I dragged the box the rest of the way, setting it in the corner for whenever my neighbor would come back to claim it. And then I forgot all about it.
Please tell me you
Until
locked your garage
a
door.
few days passed, that is. There was a horrible smell in my garage coming from the box in the corner. I remember thinking it must have been one of those meat of the month subscription boxes and thought it must have gone rancid from being left out for so long. I covered my nose as I approached the box with a pair of scissors in my hands. I probably wouldn't even have needed them to open it, as it had become soggy enough at the bottom to poke through with a finger. My scissors tore through the tape along the top of the cardboard box. I thought the smell couldn't get any worse, but as I flipped the flaps open, I discovered a whole new stink. I had a garbage bag in one hand and the strongest cleaner I could find in the other, and I had long rubber gloves on to keep my skin from having to touch what was inside.
What
But
was
as
it?
it turns out, I needed none of those things.
Dramatic.
You see, there was meat in that box, but it didn't come from a cow or a pig. No, it was worse than that. It was my neighbor, dead.
What?
Still in one piece, but dead. I caught the cops and they took me in for an
Oh, snap! Bro, he tried to do that male prank, but when he dropped the box, it cracked his freaking neck bone. Oh, snap, dude.
interrogation. It's kind of hard not to suspect the man with the corpse in his garage, after all. Thankfully, they soon realized I wasn't involved. My DNA might have been all over that box. The smell might have left a mark throughout my house, but there was one piece of irrefutable evidence in my neighbor's own hands that proved my innocence. A vlogging camera.
Yeah.
They showed me the footage only once. My neighbor was sitting in the box outside of a shipping facility, laughing as he told the world how he was going to mail himself across state lines. He brought pee bottles, food, a pillow, and a few flashlights. His friend, a guy I'd seen at his place several times to help with his stunts, closed the lid and presumably dropped him off the shipment. Throughout the next couple of hours, or days, I'm honestly not sure, my neighbor recorded a few short clips of his progress. Hey, what's up guys? I think I'm in a truck right now. I can feel it moving. Must be in a warehouse. Ooh, it's pretty warm in here. And then, on the last entry, the box toppled over. He broke his neck, and that was it. The camera recorded until either the memory card got too full or the battery had died. There's one thing I didn't tell the police after they showed me the video. One thing I heard in the footage that will haunt me until the day I die. Just after the tumble that broke his neck, I heard the familiar screeching sound of my garage door.
Yo, that was a good one. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all trying to do that mail prank. Oh, guys, I'm gonna mail myself across the country. I'm gonna stay in this box for 24 hours and all of that. Go ahead, do it. Get dropped on your neck bone. This next one is called The Twins, and it was uploaded by Michelle Tang. Now, this was sent to us by Amir Nesbitt over on Twitter, who said, "Hey, Corey, found a scary video for you to watch that gave me and my brother to chill." Okay. Also, give me a Nutri-Grain bar. Samurai, stand up. Nutri-Grain bar, still out. So I got you with this IOU. And why not? We'll throw in Monsters We Make Volume 2. Go ahead, stick that to the front. There you go.
Blair.
Here.
Caden.
Here.
Animation
Lake?
fire.
Sorry, Mrs. J. Lake's a little late today. Again.
Thank you, Lucas.
So funny. I already don't like Lucas.
Oh! Lake, detention.
You should have been a little bit more sneaky with that.
Mrs. J. Oops.
Oh, late, not late.
Mrs. J. Mrs. J. Mrs. J. Mrs. J. Mrs. J. Stupid detention. Stupid Lucas. Stupid Mrs. J. When did you... Give it back! Okay, come and get it. Hey! Ugh.
Bro.
shouldn't be here. What? Scared?
Wait, what? Why is it so dark?
This isn't really
The
safe.
school's next to a junkyard?
Can we leave? You got scared of a bird. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Lucas?
Wait, what?
Who's there? Not funny. I'm telling Mrs. J. Really? Think she'll believe you? You wouldn't. Watch me. You thought it'd be that easy? How embarrassing. It's because of you! Really? It's my fault you can't make it to class on time? It's my fault all my friends like me more than you? It's my fault I'm just the better twin? You're not better! You just get me in trouble to make yourself look good. What? No! Everyone says, oh, Lake, why can't you be more like your brother? Yeah, well, they wouldn't say that they knew who you really— Shut up! You wish you were me!
Like, that's what I'm tripping over. What the freak do you have against me? Why are you always picking on me and hating on me as your twin? You already get more stars, got more friends. I'm literally just chilling in the cut, got my little red car, doing my thing. Like, what's up with this brotherly hate that has existed since the dawn of man? We could take it back to Cain and Abel. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Ow! Ow! My ankle!
Oh, ow, I don't feel bad for you.
I care. Lake, help me up! Oh, I'm sorry, okay, Lake? Please!
Oh!
Now you know he did.
It got both of them? Wait.
Blair?
Here.
He's gonna
Caden?
start acting like his
Here.
brother.
Lake?
Sorry, Mrs. J. I think Lake's late again. You know how he is.
Thank you, Lucas. Melanie?
Here.
Olive?
Dang. Did your thing, Michelle. Can we go back to when the car hit? Why did it look like it hit Lake?
Hey, Lake! Please!
It looked like it hit Lake. No? It definitely hit Lake. See, I thought the car hit Lucas, and then Lake was like, yeah, let me take these glasses. I would assume this is Lake dragging Lucas, though, because Lucas literally just said his ankle was messed up. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. This next one is called A Close Call, and it was uploaded by Llama Arts. Now, that one we watched last week with the crackhead pizza delivery guy making all them dumb decisions, I hope this one's better than that one. Now, this was sent to us by Kudos, who said, hey, yo, Corey, how are you? Loves from Bangladesh. Kudos, I'm good. I'm chilling with my community. We watching some good horror flicks. Bangladesh, though. What language y'all speak? Bangladeshian? Let me look this up. Bangladesh. I speak Bengali. All right, why does it say Bangala? Bangla. So I'm gonna be honest. That's not doing nothing for me. And dang near neither is this. How is this spoken?
আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি.
Oh, Chief, that's a tough one. Ami tomake. I was kind of killing it at first. Ami tomake Banglalolesi. Let me see that. Let me see how that.
আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি.
Halaloshi. a close call.
I had just reluctantly returned home from an extended vacation trip to Japan. After experiencing delicious food beyond compare, a beautiful country, and spending time with amazing people.
Nice.
Needless to say, I was a bit depressed about coming home. On my first day back home, I went straight to my bedroom and passed out before doing anything else. Rather, I didn't have the energy to do anything else. It was probably for that reason that I failed to notice subtle hints that my home was not as lonely without me as I believed.
Uh-oh.
Hours later, I awoke in the middle of the night to the sound of scuttling noises and the floorboards creaking. Understandably confused, I got out of bed and made my way into the hallway that was connected to both the living room and kitchen. Cautiously, I crept my way through the darkness, groping the wall next to me for balance in my tired state as I trudged forward. However...
Let me give y'all a pro tip, alright? You hear something in your house, and you go to investigate. I'm not mad at you, okay? Here's where I'm getting mad at you. What if you find something or somebody? Y'all want to rewatch that? What weapon does my guy have? All right, you sloppily going down the hallway all groggy. Then what you gonna do when you see somebody in a freaking black ski mask just standing there, and now you got to do something about it? Let me tell you how I'm walking through my house if I think somebody's in it. And I can guarantee you these buckshots don't discriminate. So you could get it, she could get it, he could get it, they all can get it. It speaks one universal language and everybody understands.
Cautiously, I crept my way through the darkness, groping the wall next to me for balance in my tired state as I trudged forward. I, however, made the fatal mistake of stepping onto one of the loudest boards in the hallway, alerting whoever or whatever was lurking in the shadows of the next room. I paused, as did the entity in the next...
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Shout out my guy Berlizzi.
...room, before a whoosh of air was heard as they retreated into whatever crevice they had come out of. Taking a nervous gulp of air, I walked into the living room and turned on the nearby lamp that dimly lit up the room. Looking around, I spotted not a soul, but rather some of my furniture was disturbed. What's more, a couple of my kitchen cabinets were slightly ajar. Bewildered, but with my guard up, I went over and closed them all before readjusting my furniture, by which point I had relaxed. I chalked up the odd noises and movements to my jet-lagged brain and shrugged, deciding to just head back to bed.
Okay.
I wish the story ended there, but I was not so lucky. Before entering the hallway to my room, I saw that the large metal covering to the air vent above the couch was missing. Peering up at it, I mumbled, "What the?" before a crooked face filled with abject disdain for my existence popped into view. Startled, I fell to the ground and began crawling away as I heard the man begin screeching incoherently as he dropped down onto the couch. I watched in horror as his joints cracked beneath his raggedy hoodie and heavily stained jeans. He stared at me, silent now, before brandishing a knife out of his back pocket and pointed it towards me.
You're done, no?
My house now! Mine! Mine!
You got it!
You left it! It's mine!
You got it!
He shouted with a slurred voice as he charged towards me. I hurriedly crawled towards my room and slammed the door behind me and locked it, as he started jabbing his blade into the door, yelling at me to die. Shakily, I called the police and sobbed as I told them what was happening. Thankfully, I was told a patrol car was nearby my neighborhood, and they would be at my house in minutes. I stayed on the phone and picked up a baseball bat just in case that deranged cretin broke down my door. A few horrendous minutes later, the police arrived, and after a quick but violent struggle, they managed to subdue the intruder. After locking him in the back seat of the patrol car, the cops investigated my house and found that the man apparently had been living there while I was gone. But not just that. Apparently, he'd been staying at my house without me noticing for a few months.
Wow.
According to the police, they found paper stuffed under the couch that was filled with nothing but incoherent ramblings about how he planned to kill me one day when the time was right. With the dates next to each entry predating my trip to Japan by an uncomfortable amount of time. Frankly, I'm happy to be alive and relieved that the situation was resolved so quickly. But still, I make sure to triple check the locks in my home after that little incident.
No, bro. These are kind of stories that literally make me want to check my attic. I have the same fear. And it all started from this video I saw like years ago where this dude like went to sleep and he would notice like food would be missing. What did my dude do? He bought a freaking camera. Tell me why this freaking woman, every night when he went to bed, she would slip out of the attic, go over to his fridge, just going crazy on the milk. And I think she like peed in a sink or something. Ever since I saw that, I'm like, yo, somebody could be in my attic. But I'm too scared to go up there. I don't want to. You know what? We about to go. We about to go. I gotta make sure. My attic. Bro, it's scary. I've seen so many movies where somebody go in the attic and get snuffed. But you know what? I'm brave now. I got y'all with me. I think I am gonna need like a freaking ladder. Bro, there's my attic right here. I've lived in this house for years. I have never been up there. First, we need a flashlight. I'm scared. I'm not even kidding. I'm scared. All right, I got the flashlight. Look at this. Ooh, you see how strong that is? Y'all ready to go to the attic? Bro, if I get snuffed, this never making it to YouTube. If somebody in my attic, I'm for real. Like, y'all about to see the whole thing. I'm about to fight for my life. And they better be stronger than me. Because if they not, they getting slaughtered right here and now. Put you right here. This is on some paranormal activity, bro. I'm gonna close that. Oh, shoot, I'm scared. Okay. All right. There's the attic right there. I'm thinking, should I turn the closet light on? No, I think we keep it off. To be honest. All right. This episode will forever be the episode where we went into the attic that I've never been in before. I actually need one of those headlamps because I'm holding a flashlight and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm scared. Bro, why is this so... Bro, it's cold air coming out. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna just give y'all the point of view. Shoot, I don't have any more steps. I'm gonna just stand on this. This next one is called True Trick or Treat Horror Story, and it was uploaded by Horror Shorts Party. So once again, you know it's gonna be a banger. Now this was sent to us by Ladarian, who said, please reply to me, it will make my day. Well, your day's been made, brother. Take this positive energy that you feel. Take this moment and harness it. Harness it into a ball of pure, concentrated energy. Now absorb it and accomplish all of your goals. Ooh, they set in the mood. Oh! I know y'all see him. Narrated by none other than Terrence Nicholson. Voice acting is about to be on point automatically. Favorite voice actor ever.
This story happened a couple years ago when I was in my early teens. It all started when I went to the movies with my friend Sam to go see the world premiere of The Dark Knight. The movie garnered a lot of notoriety at the time, obviously due to Heath Ledger's leading role as the Joker. I personally thought it was the greatest movie I had ever seen, considering I've seen almost every Batman movie that ever existed. I decided to buy some Dark Knight merchandise at the vendor
Ferris Nicholson's shop
located in the theater. What appealed most was how cheap the Batman masks were selling for. I didn't have a Halloween costume picked out for October yet, and neither did my friend Sam. We both
Easter egg.
collectively purchased one mask each and figured it would make for an easy costume to trick-or-treat with. I can honestly say it was an astronomical improvement from the cliche bedsheet over the head ghost I was last year. Fast forward to October 31st. Me and Sam both wore our Batman masks and began going door to door, looking for an opportunity to fill our candy sacks faster than any other trick-or-treater on the block. Trick-or-treat! Well, happy Halloween, Batman. I mean, Batman. That's it? Lame.
What you say? Boy, I'll snatch that bag out your freaking hands. Get off my porch.
That's it? Lame.
Get the hell off my property, you ungrateful twerps!
The majority of the houses were pretty generous, with the exception of a few bad apples, to say the least. On this particular night, there wasn't many houses that had their lights on, which generally meant that they didn't really celebrate Halloween, or in other words, they weren't giving out candy.
Facts.
Me and Sam were understandably upset considering we'd been walking for at least an hour. I continued trick-or-treating while Sam began to head home through the pit located in the middle of the neighborhood.
Why didn't I just stay home and watch SpongeBob?
The
SpongeBob never gonna be the same.
pit was just a fancy nickname for the forest reserve, which was generally used for nature walks during the day. But me and Sam went there solely for the sake of a shortcut home. I began walking about half a block down when I see more houses without their lights on. Screw this, I'm going home. I eventually approached the pit while beating myself over the head for not leaving at the same time as Sam. As I entered the pit, I instantly had second thoughts of taking the longer route, as this route seemed nothing short of irresponsible and dangerous. I ultimately decided to man up and continue walking through the pit, as I didn't want to prolong my already dreadful night. Why the hell did I have to take this route? I can barely see anything. I knew I should have dressed up as a skateboarder. I would have been home already. I remember the pit being so dark to the point where I could virtually see nothing except for whatever my cell phone light was illuminating.
No!
What the
Not
hell
that clown
was that?
again.
I began walking faster as I could hear faint sounds of what sounded like a maniac clown laughing. What the hell? Who's there? Who's there? At this point, I was so
it's the
petrified,
McDonald's
I
clown.
instinctively dropped my candy due to the adrenaline rush flowing through my body. I couldn't care less about the candy, as I genuinely felt like my life was in danger.
Run!
That's when I saw the source of the laughter standing a few feet in front of me. It was a man dressed as the Joker from the Batman movie I saw previously. He honestly looked like an exact replica of Heath Ledger's with a hint of blood on his costume. What made this more disturbing was how casual his demeanor was. He just stood there smiling at me like my appearance was amusing to him. I didn't want to express the fear I felt internally, so I tried to playfully marvel at his costume and say, "Hey there, I really like your Joker costume." No matter how hard I tried to keep a composed poker face, my body language and mannerisms couldn't help but show the fear that bled inside of me.
Bro!
He then took a couple steps closer to me as I began to cautiously take a few steps backwards. Hey man, what the hell do you want from me? Why so serious? Happy Halloween. The man surprisingly walks past me while I watch him in complete shock. What the hell was that? Was that some real-life Joker? At this point, I continued walking home while looking back every 2 seconds to make sure the man wasn't lurking behind me. I eventually make it home and watch a couple of YouTube videos, trying to forget the creepy encounter that just took place. That's when my dad pops into my room and asks me to answer the house phone. Hey, Mark, answer the house phone. Hello?
Hey, Mark, is Sam still with you?
That's when I felt my heart drop to my stomach.
Oh, that was his friend.
No, he left to go home way before I did.
Oh my god, why would you leave without him? He's not even home!
Sam's parents ended up calling the police, which resulted in an entire block search party. What came of such an innocent Halloween night turned into a nightmare. Sam's remains were eventually found in the pit. I haven't trick-or-treated since, and I still live with the regret of not leaving at the same time as my friend. I informed law enforcement about the bizarre encounter with the man I saw that night. Call it speculation or whatever you want, but I know the death of my friend Sam had something to do with that sick man. Or should I say, the Joker.
My god, why? Why did you take my son from me?
This is horrible.
Oh my god! God, why? Why did you take my son from me? Police are looking for any witnesses to come forward in the connection of a deadly homicide of a teen. The victim's remains were found at the local park observatory. The suspect is described to be approximately 6 feet tall, Caucasian, and was last seen wearing purple attire with a green vest and tie. Police say the suspect is described to have face paint imitating the Joker from the blockbuster hit The Dark Knight. If anyone has any tips, please contact your local
Batman, where was you?
You shall remain anonymous. Alright, Karen, back to you.
Oh, wait. She was from that other thing we watched. Oh, I love how all his animations are connected. She was from the other one. Look at him. Sick.
Trick or treat! Well, happy Halloween, Batman. I mean, Batman. That's it?
Whoa! Y'all see what happens when you ungrateful?
Lame.
Get the hell off my property, you ungrateful twerps!
The last one for this week is called Other Lily by David Romero, uploaded by Let's Read, link in the description. And this was sent in by Jaden or Jadon. The D's capital. I don't know how to go about pronouncing that. So Jay, can I call you Jay? This is me and you right now. I just want to say thank you for being a samurai. Oh, y'all thought this chest wasn't big? Other Lily. Oh, I like this style. Also, this week has probably been the most disturbing week so far. Y'all are going kind of crazy with these stories. I'm freaked out. Make sure Beth goes to bed before 10. Alright, so big sister left on babysitting duties. Bro, I'm still thinking about that last story. That was crazy. Is that Bendy? Yo, looks like it if it's not. Aww. Lily. Other Lily. Pardon me. Excuse me. You want to tell me who that is? Hey, Beth. Wake up! Who is that? Oh, she got a bat? That's what I used to do in the old days. Till the boy got strapped. What I'ma do when some zombies break in? She got sleep paralysis. She can't move. Do people like y'all really be getting it? I have no idea what that's like. But apparently a lot of people... Hey. Oh! That looks like other Lily. It's time to break out of this sleep paralysis. Woo! She got up pretty fast, huh? Hey, you kinda tall. Whoa! I tell you, sleep paralysis, I'm breaking out of that. Like, I can't relate. Oh my! It's alright. It wasn't nothing. I wasn't nothing. Chill. She still dreaming? Oh, that time. Oh no. Little sister. You gotta move quick too. Oh! Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta see who this is. Other Lily. Dude, secure Beth. Where's your sister at? No. I knew it. How many is this directed by M. Night Shyamalan? How many are we in Inception? How many dreams are we gonna wake up from? Glass break. Dude, we was in a dream within a dream. All right, now wake up. That one is the one that had to be the real one. Nah, Chief, we going to sleep. I'm gonna try to wake up again. That was the real one. No, we gonna try it again. Hold on. Let me just. It's still one more time. Hold on, bro. Are you? So where was the big sister at on this one? Where was her big sister? She went to her room. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. Did you see how her head hit the refrigerator first? Listen to this. This next one is called A College Horror Story, and it's another one by Llama Arts. I see you've been putting in work. Now, this was sent to us by Kyrie Supreme, and he said, "Welcome back, my man. This is for you." Kyrie, I appreciate you for the welcome back, my guy. And I would also appreciate if you slice that like button. Kyrie. Do it. It's good to be back.
It was an early morning. My campus didn't offer housing and I lived about a half a mile from school, so I started my journey as usual while playing on my phone. I glanced up to see an old man heading towards me on a bicycle. Normally, I'd
Excuse me? You're not about to be riding a bike with a suit? Where do I even start? Where do I even start? You might as well cut them 3 strands of hair off, big fella. Why are you riding a bike at 99 years old? They gotta... You got a suit on, riding your freaking mongoose bike. Your bow tie is purple.
Step aside to let bikers and skaters pass, but he braked instead. I stopped too, wondering if there was something wrong. He walked up to me and said,
"Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you."
Get back!
I felt chills instantly. I didn't know what to think. I just looked up at him with a fearful and confused expression.
Why are you standing there?
I was gathering up the courage to tell him that I was late for class and I should go, but before I could say anything, he said,
"Get off the grass!"
Looking down, I noticed I'd stepped over towards the road and onto the grass. I stepped off slowly and he said,
"You wouldn't want to step on any bugs or get your shoes dirty now, would you?"
He raised his finger and asked me what my name was. I told him, and he replied,
"Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you."
The same chills ran through my body again, but before I could say anything, the man said,
"Get off the grass! You wouldn't want to step on any bugs or get your shoes dirty now, would you?"
I looked down to see that I was back on the edge of the sidewalk again. This had to be deja vu. He asked for my name once more. I said my name again, but he interrupted me before I could finish.
I love the Easter eggs. That's that freaking nasty Snapchat kid from that one episode.
He told me his grandchildren are down the road and needed gas money. I told him I didn't have any spare change or any change at all for that matter. He continued to ask me again and I gave him the same answer. Eventually I headed towards my school. I turned to see if he was still there, but he was gone. As I was walking, I approached the intersection. There was a truck on its side. It must have tipped over while turning the corner.
He was a ghost. Woo! It says llama. What? You stupid llama.
If you want to help support the channel, head on over to the brand new Llama Arts merch store. It has new stuff available like updated t-shirt designs, a mug from the Sleepover Story episode, an embroidered hoodie, a llama pin, and even a llama plushie. All of these items can be found at crowdmade.com. Links are in the description.
Hey, get your money, llama. Your animations is beast. You deserve it. But I have a question. Wasn't that kid in college? Why do you look 12? One is old, but I finally got the permission to react to it. So shout out to you, Nightmare Tales. It's called The Diner, uploaded by Nightmare Tales. This was sent to us by Marty on Twitter. So Marty, I appreciate you. This is your shout out. This is your time, Marty. To all the Martys across the world. Nightmare Tales. Black Steel Diner.
On a cold, dark night, around 2 in the morning, a young man and his father sat in a remote 24-hour diner waiting to be served.
This narrator got a nice voice. Guys, low-key, I feel like I have a great, narration voice. Like, check me out. There was a man. Stop. You're making me laugh.
The older man, who was sadly, slowly going senile, had insisted on going out for some soup. Not having the energy to argue, the son took him out, for at least this way his father would be happy, and then he could get some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
The waiter walked over, welcomed them to the diner, and then asked if they were ready to order, to which they replied they were.
That looked
The
crazy.
waiter recommended for them to try the burgers.
Way to look crazy.
Best in the West, he said, with a smile that made their skin crawl. They declined and proceeded to order what they came for. The old man ordered tomato soup, and the son a coffee. When the waiter walked away, the son asked his father if he had thought the waiter looked familiar. Not surprisingly, the father said he had never seen him before. But why? He asked. The son proceeded to tell him that he thought he looked a lot like a man he saw on the news that was wanted for murder in another state. But he could easily be mistaken. This made the father quite uncomfortable, so he told his son to shut up and change the subject. Instead, the son then got up, told his father he was going to the bathroom and would be back in a minute.
Uh-oh.
The father waited and waited. Almost 15 minutes had passed, and his son hadn't returned.
Bro, go check on him.
He also hadn't seen the waiter again. Where was his son? And where was his soup? Just as he finished asking himself,
"Where's my son? But more importantly, where's my soup?"
this, the waiter appeared with the soup.
Oh, that's blood.
"Well, you took your time with that," the old man said.
Dang.
"I'm sorry, sir," said the waiter.
Old people.
"We had some issues in the kitchen." "Where's my son?" the old man asked the waiter. "Oh, I'm sure he's not far. I have a feeling you'll be seeing him really soon." And with this, he placed the bowl down on the table with a smile that would have given anyone the creeps. The old man turned to his soup and then dipped his spoon in to take his first mouthful. As he lifted the spoon, something else came with it.
Oh!
Some glasses. What the hell? He thought to himself. A horrible chill ran through his body when he realized whose glasses they were. His son's. The old man looked across at the waiter and was overcome with rage when he saw the waiter's sickly grin staring back
about
at
to
him.
Die now.
He grabbed a knife, leapt out of his seat, and stabbed the waiter in the chest. The blade went straight through his heart, and while bleeding profusely all over the floor, he died.
Boy.
Right at this moment, the son appeared from the kitchen and screamed at his father, "No!
What
have you done? It was a prank. We were playing a prank." The old man couldn't believe what he was hearing. A prank? But he's a... Oh my God, he thought to himself as the reality quickly set in. I've killed him. The father and son had to act quickly. They grabbed the body and decided to stash it in the cool room.
Yo! No! Call the police! No, that's on y'all, alright? That ain't on the dad!
To buy them some time. They would then clean the floor
Y'all
and
play too
disappear
much.
as if they had never been there.
Y'all princes everywhere.
Perfect, they thought. There were no witnesses and no one to stop them. Well, that's what they thought, until they slid back the door to the cool room and were greeted by a sight so shocking it made both of them wish they were dead. They had disturbed the waiter's brother, hard at work, making meat for burgers. The best in the West, apparently. Not that they would ever know.
That was the cleanest double twist I've ever seen in my life. The first tweet of tonight comes from a Mr. Bridge, and he sends a story called The Sad Man by Jake Lava. Very strange. Snowing just like it is out. What the frick did you send me, Bridge? Oh, heck no. Why is he floating away? This doesn't make sense. What? Yo, I don't know who toads can do that. I don't think that's natural. Look, I would feel more sad if his face wasn't the opposite of that. But I guess he's alone. Ew? Is that what he sees in the mirror? Oh, he's wearing a mask. What are you doing? Oh my gosh! Oh my... What the freak are we watching? Oh! How did you get up like that, my boy? What are y'all sending me? Hey, you're not alone anymore. There you go. This is a friend. Don't kill them. Yo, he's like, hey man, what happened? Let me help you. Yeah. Please don't kill him. Okay. Look, man, I don't know what's about to happen. Is that a dead cat? What are you doing? What the freak is it? Oh my God! Alright, the next story is from our good pal Llama Arts. Y'all know we gotta get a Llama Arts in, alright? It's called A Bus Stop Horror Story. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, I'm hungry.
This happened when I was 17 years old. I would go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and ride the bus home. It was a Sunday and I had just missed my bus, so I had to wait longer for another one.
Ooh.
I would have called my parents, but they were out for the evening, and taxis charged more, so I decided to sit and wait in the bus shelter. It was a cold night, and snow had just started peppering the ground.
Is that the theme?
My bus was taking longer than usual, so I got my phone out and listened to some music. Almost an hour had passed. It was freezing, and I hadn't seen anyone at all. That was until I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. It was a creepy guy dressed in thick layers of clothing.
Right. We gonna pause it right here. Nah. Corey, zoom in on his face. Listen. Okay, first of all, this man was at the bus stop for an hour. Sucker, you could have walked home at this point. But listen, you see a man coming towards you, it's nighttime, you outside by yourself, and he looked like this. Corey, zoom in on him again. Look at this man. He has nothing to lose, okay? You got your freaking earpods in, you got your fade. He is about to rob and kill you. So you already know. You already know I got the antidote for him. If you want to try something, sir, I got the antidote for you, okay? If you want to come over here and try something, go ahead and try it. And yes, I carry this around in my book bag, all right? If I was him, first of all, I wouldn't have been sitting there for no hour. But if I was, for some reason, maybe my leg broke. I ain't about to eat these buckshots, all right?
Walking slowly towards me. I knew staring at him would draw more attention, so I just focused on my phone.
Bro.
He sat down at the other end of the shelter and just stared at me. There was some...
Hey. What you over there listening to?
Something off about him. He seemed like he was either drunk or on drugs. He then asked,
"When is the bus due?"
I took out my earphones and said,
"I think it's delayed because of the snow."
He stared at me for a while, then started mumbling to himself. He was really starting to creep me out, so I pretended to be on my phone. After a couple of minutes, I took another look. He'd moved closer to me.
Bro, get up!
I looked away for a second, then heard the sound of him sliding even closer. I turned to him and said,
"You okay there?"
He stared at me with glossy eyes, lifted his arm and leaned towards me. Immediately, I grabbed my bag and ran as he fell to the ground. I ran down the road, trying my hardest not to look back. I kept going until I got to the next bus stop. I turned around to check to see if he was there. He was gone, so I went to sit down. Feeling relieved, I rested my head on the back of the glass and waited for the bus.
Bro.
I jolted and turned around to see the same guy staring at me through
Are you
the glass.
serious?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Then he started walking around the shelter towards me.
Bro, get up!
I'm warning you, stay back.
I yelled in panic as I was backing up. I wanted to run, but I left my bag in the shelter and I couldn't leave without it.
I wanted to run, but I couldn't run without my backpack. What you got, the T-virus in there? You got freaking nuclear codes? What is in this bag that's worth your life? Bro, my baby could be in that bag. I'm hitting him with the swim move and I'm out.
Suddenly, the man leaped at me and I quickly moved out of the way. He fell to the ground face first.
Gosh.
I froze in shock, then noticed the blood coming from his face. I tried to get a response out of him.
It's like a
but
bodied
nothing
himself.
worked. I called the police and paramedics and they arrived shortly after. I told them what had happened and they told me that the guy was on prescription drugs. They found a photo in his wallet of him and his son. The boy looked just like me, so we assumed he thought I was him. I later learned that he had lost his son in a custody battle and went off the rails. He was taken away for treatment. That was the last I saw of him.
Dang.
I got my driver's license shortly after, and have never been on a bus since.
Yo, that took a sad turn. My man was just trying to get his son back. Okay, Llama Earth with the merch. At the time I caught a ghost, and it was uploaded by David Romero, so you know it's about to be fire. This was sent to us by Kmate XP, who said, "Here you go, Corey," aka Shogun. So Kmate, I want to thank you for sending me this video, and for as a reward, here's a Foxy pen. So feel free to pick the pen up at.
Look behind you. I said, look behind you.
And there you'll find the pen. It's raining. I can't leave the house. Is this like a Snapchat story or something? But I caught a ghost. Remember those talismans from the convenience store? I used talismans to trap it in the closet. Oh, this is fire. This is what the ghost looks like. Oh! It escaped. Oh! I forgot to cover the ceiling and floor. Come on, mate. It must be in the attic. Get out of the freaking house then, mate. It's not here. Whose legs were those? It must have gone down in the basement. Alright, something already fishy here. There it is. I found the ghost. It's inside the wall. Whoa! My eyes are watering from that. Now this next one is called The Worm, and it was uploaded by Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. Now this tweet was sent to us by Elizabeth, who said, "Hope you are having a content day. This video is one of the best animation horrors I've seen from last year. My brother says hi and stay awesome." Well, thank you for sending it to me, and tell your brother I said what's good. Feed me. It's a...
Sparrow Moon was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that. She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl. That made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did.
Which were?
She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks. Clinical notes suggested some kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice. By all accounts, Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life, no
Group psychosis, huh? As we can see, there's, what's her name? Sparrow Moon? It's a cool name. There she is there. Look like they got like the Scooby-Doo gang, except there's a black.
family history of mental illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious. The only path to understanding what really happened in Woodfield was Sparrow herself, and that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated.
What does that say? What the heck? Spasmegalophobia? Somnophobia? Alright, let's do some searches real quick. Okay, somnophobia is an irrational and persistent fear of falling asleep. Oh, that would suck. That's what the people from Nightmare on Elm Street would have. And then we got spasmegalophobia. This is a real thing? Spasmegalophobia. You know what? Hey Siri, how do you pronounce spasmegalophobia? She didn't even know what I just said. Spasmegalophobia is a specific phobia that involves an intense and irrational fear of broken glass. I'm trying to figure out who came up with the spasmegalophobia part. We couldn't just say glass phobia or something? Broken glass phobia?
I learned very little over the first weeks of our sessions together. Sparrow was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her. The endless medical diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high blood pressure, she was physically healthy. No one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse. The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time. The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care. I could have walked away at that point. I probably should have.
Oh no. Bad
what
ending.
I wanted, what I've always wanted, was answers. After all that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either. She was a puzzle to solve.
Does he blink ever?
Sodium pentothal can be administered to induce something called narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited. I knew full well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself. That didn't seem to matter at the time. After the injections, Sparrow was brought to my office. We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong. Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly. She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She could hear a voice from within it calling to her. The drug had disoriented her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized me. Sparrow's small size and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered tricky. She drifted in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying.
Feed me.
After a long pause, she finally whispered, "Little bird."
Little bird.
At that point, Sparrow was not interested in answering any of my questions. She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's. It was something else. She said it comes with the mist, that it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it the worm.
The worm.
As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I was left with more questions than answers. I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth. That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least, that's what I thought.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It was that night the dream started.
Yep, I'm laying back down, going back to sleep. Just walk in, no questions asked.
Wait, come back!
What? Oh. That brother's in a sunken place.
Sparrow. What?
Doctor, I'm
That was crazy. Just threw him up to gobble him up.
Every time I go to sleep, it's the same. It doesn't really matter how the dream begins. Eventually, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would. You can't run. That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick, before it begins to feed.
Dang.
At first, I told myself that it would go away. It could be a simple anxiety-induced aberration brought on by the stress of dealing with the case. But it was soon obvious that wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever. And she still had them. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked strong and alert. A stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that.
Yeah, because she passed it to you, you idiot. She doesn't have the worm anymore. Look at her. New haircut, eyes open, alert. You wanted to dig so bad and get that trauma up out of her. Mission accomplished. Now it's on you, pal.
I'm with. I didn't have to ask any questions this time. Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed.
How do you pass it to the next person?
The worm is some kind of parasite. A pathogen, an ancient thing passed from host to host, manifesting in their dreams, feeding on their deepest fears. It will not stop, always hungry for more. It won't kill you. It doesn't want you dead. It wants what any good virus wants. To propagate. To be passed on. To be fed. Sparrow tried to hold it inside of her, to protect others. She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. She passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her. Just by telling me about it.
Wait, he just told all of us about it. We got the worm! I want to apologize about that little outburst. I don't know what that was.
You have to believe me. I am sorry for this. Now that I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm.
Okay. First of all, yeah. That was some great voice acting. Great animation, but there's an issue. If it passes via telling, by my calculations, there's 22.9 million of us. He can't get all of us. So one of y'all out there, one of y'all got the worm. It could be me, it could be you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Tom. Or you, Vanessa. Yeah, I know your names. It could be any one of us. So on tomorrow's video, I need y'all to comment because y'all gonna be going to sleep tonight. Did the worm visit any of y'all? Let me know. This was a solid week. But I'm gonna have to give this week a 7. Next week, y'all really gotta dig deep. The occasional weird video is alright, but we've been getting more weird than scary. I'm talking David Romero scary. Just unsettling, disturbing. We'll see what y'all come up with next week. Until then, Spooky Scary Sunday, right?